The principle of reciprocity, sometimes called the law of cause and effect or karma, transcends cultural differences and religious beliefs, echoing the lessons of various philosophies around the world. In essence, this idea states that all of our actions, whether obvious or more subtle, echo throughout the universe and end up returning to us in some way. It's as if the universe has its own mechanism of balance and justice, where each action is like a seed that will grow at some point in our journey. Before we go any further, we would be grateful if you would show your support by giving us a like. Every time you do this, it signals to YouTube that you liked the video, and that helps me too. If you are not subscribed, click the red subscribe button just below the video. The basis of the law of reciprocity has its roots in Hinduism, where it is related to reincarnation. The idea is that our actions in one life affect what happens in subsequent lives, shaping the experiences and challenges we face. For example, someone who consistently acts with kindness and empathy is likely to have better relationships and a general sense of well-being in future lives. Stoicism, a philosophy from ancient Greece and the Roman Empire, also contributes to our understanding of karma. A philosopher named Seneca, one of the leading historical philosophers, advocated living virtuously and improving oneself. He talked a lot about personal responsibility and how our actions matter, which fits well with the idea of cause and effect. He claimed that being virtuous not only makes us happier inside, but also makes the world around us better. This connects with the law of reciprocity because good actions create a positive effect that impacts not only our lives but also society as a whole. Another historical philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, who was also a Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius, spoke about the ephemeral nature of life and the importance of being good people. He wrote the Meditations, which highlight the importance of acting fairly, compassionately, and humbly, something related to karma. Marcus Aurelius understood that our actions not only affect our own lives, but also leave a lasting legacy. He believed that improving ourselves was the key to improving the world around us. With this in mind, we can apply the idea of karma to the environment. If we treat nature irresponsibly, such as exploiting resources in an unsustainable way, this can have serious consequences, such as damage to ecosystems, loss of biodiversity, and climate change. Negative actions can cause problems that affect not only our generation, but future ones as well. It's as if environmental karma reminds us of the importance of taking care of our planet in a conscious and sustainable way. Furthermore, there is the issue of human relations and ethics. Knowing that our actions have an impact makes us want to act in ways that benefit everyone. Philosophical traditions always talk about empathy, compassion, and justice, which help to build a more just and harmonious world. When we act positively towards our family, friends, colleagues, and even strangers, we are contributing to building a society based on respect and cooperation. Karma also makes us reflect on responsibility and forgiveness. If we recognize when we make mistakes and try to correct them, this makes sense in light of karma. However, it is important to realize that we can change and improve, which allows us to escape negative patterns and start over. Forgiveness, both for ourselves and others, helps us overcome the weight of past actions and makes room for healing and growth. Ultimately, karma reminds us of the importance of being conscious and responsible in everything we do. This tells us that our actions have repercussions, not just for ourselves, but also for the world around us. Our actions are not isolated, but are all interconnected. When we act ethically, we are contributing to creating a better world, both for ourselves and for everyone. The concept of karma leads us to reflect on our place in the universe and our ability to influence the course of things. By exploring this ancient idea, we are invited to consider our position in the universe and how we can impact the world around us. Karma is not just an abstract idea. It is a way to examine our actions, intentions, and the impact we make as thinkers in everyday life. We are challenged to understand that we are active participants in the creation of reality, contributing to a more enlightened and conscious society. When we apply karma to everyday situations, we find many examples that demonstrate how action leads to reaction. Think of the person who always helps others by generously sharing their time and resources. This results in good relationships, deep connections, and sometimes positive opportunities. Karma acts as a natural reward for positive actions. On the other hand, someone who spreads negativity and causes suffering ends up facing the consequences, which can include isolation, relationship problems, and dissatisfaction. Karma reminds us that our choices affect not only ourselves, but also the world around us. When we discuss karma, we often think of cosmic justice or different destinies in various religions and beliefs. In Hinduism, it is believed that correct actions lead to liberation from the cycle of rebirth. In other religious traditions, there is a significant parallel with the principles of karma. This concept can also be found in Christianity. For example, there is a connection between the notions of sowing and reaping, present in the biblical passage from Galatians, chapter 6, verse 7. In this passage, it is stated, "Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For everything that man sow, he will also reap." This reflects a deep and universal understanding of the implications of our actions. Even if you don't follow a religion, karma can be understood as the way everything is interconnected. Imagine a place where people work together, support each other, and create a respectful environment. This happens because individual actions come together to create a healthy place. On the other hand, if people act selfishly, it will lead to problems such as distrust and conflict. This shows how karma goes beyond religions, being a truth about the consequences of our choices. Exploring karma reminds us of how our actions shape our reality, even if we have different beliefs. We know that our actions have an impact, which makes us think more about our choices, the actions we take, and the legacy we leave behind. By understanding karma, we see a philosophy that combines spirituality with real life. Regardless of beliefs, the idea that our actions matter is universal, which leads us to reflect on the consequences and take responsibility. What do you think of the law of return? Do you believe that for every action there is a reaction? Leave your comment below. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. In the pinned comment, I leave my book recommendations for your personal development. Here, I leave 2 videos for you to improve your knowledge. To the next. Topic summary: the concept of karma, which is rooted in diverse religious and philosophical traditions around the world, offers a valuable perspective on the interconnection between our actions and the consequences they generate. The idea that, for every action, there is a reaction, is a profound reflection on how our choices influence not only our own lives, but also the world around us. I believe karma serves as a powerful reminder that we are active agents in creating our reality. Our actions and intentions have a lasting impact, whether on our relationships, society, or the environment. This holds us accountable to make more ethical and compassionate decisions in our daily lives, knowing that what we do resonates in some way. Furthermore, the concept of karma transcends religious and cultural barriers, which makes it universal. Regardless of our personal beliefs, we can appreciate the fundamental message that our actions have consequences and therefore we must act with responsibility and empathy. In summary, I consider karma to be a valuable philosophy that reminds us of the importance of our choices and the need to act consciously and ethically in our lives. It is a message that can inspire a more harmonious and responsible world, where positive actions are rewarded and negative actions lead to reflection and change.